Okay. We're live. I've been told we're live.
We're live.
I had to find my bifocal chat. I had to go I can't see shit. So I had a stream plan for today, but then we had to do life. And for the first time in, I'd say, 2 years?
We did it like a boss.
We did it like a boss says. So, chat, all this trauma and shit that I've gone through, there's certain aspects of like handling certain things. Like I just get heavier anxiety and things are not as easy as they used to be. And I'm going to be dealing with this for a long time because I mean, like there's a really high likelihood, especially from the fact that my brain was already in a weakened state and then experiencing the kind of emotional abuse that I went through in the last year. I'd have to go get a full scan, but brain damage is kind of probably like for sure in some areas. Like, and so one of them, I'm not as good with dates and numbers as I used to be. It's really minimal, honestly. Sometimes I say words incorrectly, and occasionally I can't math. Which are all things that sound, which are all things that sound like, well, isn't that, but they're not, it's not typical for my brain. But anyways, so when I get anxiety and because, so flying monkeys have ensued and that'll be tomorrow's podcast. We're going to turn around and talk about, because I didn't know this because I keep seeing this term thrown around in the mental health community called flying monkeys. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I understood. I just automatically made the Wizard of Oz assumption. What I did not know is Carl Jung is the one who actually is a famous psychologist. Like, isn't that like, I think... he was...
I would say...
Yeah, like
he's a psychologist or a
theorist, a psychological theorist? Like, yeah, I don't know. He's a scientist that really, came up with...
he's a psychologist.
No, he came up and founded certain aspects of psychology, the science in general.
Huh.
Anyways...
The dad of psychology.
Yeah, basically. But he did a whole explanation after, because he would do observations, whatever. So I didn't know that he actually specialized and had done studies in narcissism, okay? And so I read this whole article about, actually how crazy these people can get. But anyways, so we're not going to talk anymore about that today, though, chap, because that's not the point. Because even with all the fucking chaos that is trying to be created in my life, it just... is like a buzzing fly of inconvenience. I mean, I had to issue my first fucking Twitch ban that I've ever issued because people that want me to leave them alone won't leave me the fuck alone. So, but it's okay because I reported it, made sure that Twitch has the IP address and verified it because the person who decided to follow the stream, the username literally pulled up, just to clarify, address, name, information. So I knew right away who it was because I already recognized it from a previous email I knew. So I just double checked it, found out the username, ended up finding out it's really scary what typing it in brought back to me though. So just to be clear, and I want to make this as my own, I've already banned the user, so you shouldn't be able to see them anywhere. But that user might want to turn around and think about how they're creating their usernames because when somebody goes back to search for that, I was able to pull up way too much information because I was like, I think this looks familiar. Let me type in the username and search Google and bam. First, last name, birth date, birthplace, address. Listen, protect yourself, honey. All right. I'm just being real with you. You might want to go and change that. Okay. Either way, been banned. So I know they can still watch, but they just can't interact with the stream. So, but I just wanted to say, hey, you might want to be careful because despite what everybody thinks of me and as big of a bitch as I can be, that is a real online safety hazard. And you have things that I would not recommend you continue to do that. If I was able to find that information just by your Twitch username, you should probably change it. And I believe they'll let you change it. If you just set up the account, you should be able to do it in the next 72 hours. So highly, highly recommend that you go do that, hun. Anyways, moving along. So guys, as you know, I'm restarting my life and I'm living on my own and I have my own place and I'm doing my own thing. And Daisy sucked the rest of my life savings right down the drain when she, crapped out her, drive shaft and everything. We woke up this morning with no electricity. Because it was just a thing.
Womp, womp.
Yeah, it was just a thing because sometimes you can't pay your bills because life isn't always grand. Life isn't always perfect. Sometimes shit happens. But for the first time, because usually in the last 2 years, this shit becomes such a stress. So hard to fucking handle. So hard. But because I've cleaned house in my life and I got my fucking shit together and I'm finally healthy, I mean, not only did we rock it like a boss, but we took care of it and then we went out to have lunch and now we're having margaritas.
Yep.
And honestly, I mean, we were completely prepared to go without electricity for 2 days. We're like, well, we paid rent though. Yeah. Yay us. Yay us. We were.
Yeah, that was we were like, oh, well, YOLO. We'll see what happens.
I was like, guess we might have to go to the beach. But then, of course, we go out. So my first idea is we don't really have any clean clothes and there's no electricity in the house. I'll send two of the kids up to go do laundry, you know? Just normal life shit that has to happen anyway. But that'll get them out of the house where we don't have air conditioning because I swear to God, of course, it's got to be like the hottest time down here. Since I've been down here, it is almost always 10 to 15 degrees cooler than it is back in San Antonio where we live. And on top of that, there's almost always wind on the ocean. It's just fucking always gorgeous. It's just like always gorgeous here. They'll be like, you're going to get some rain. Just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've had rain twice, I think. I think we've had rain twice. At least twice during hours when we would want to be leaving the house. It was freezing in the laundromat, by the way. You had to walk up to the dryer to get warm. Okay. All right.
Well, you could have just stepped outside. You did not need to fucking walk up to a dryer. Why? I don't know why that was the plan of action.
Okay. Well, anyways, it was extremely hot here.
Okay. It was extremely hot outside at our house, no air conditioning.
So what we did is we dropped the kids off with one load. I was like, go and get this load done. And I was like, because I was like, you're going to do this one first because I kind of like, I was like, oh my God, nothing's organized and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, and we were trying to take care of things because on the real, I kind of expected this. And like, I knew I needed it to wait. I couldn't pay the bill until today. Anyway, but then they shut us off. And then when we did pay the bill, and they said issued a reconnection fee. I mean, not a reconnection fee, but a reconnection. They were like, they do it remotely, right? So, but here's the problem. Mm-hmm. They said it could be 1 hour from the time I paid to tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. And we were like, well, guess it's time to get the fuck out of the house. So,
yep.
So, we went and dropped the kids off with one load that we needed so that we would be able to wear clothes wherever we wanted to go. And then went to go figure things out. Then I found out that the electric company, even though I've been here for 6 months now, she's like, this is your 6th month. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, okay, because they wanted me to sign another contract because electricity down here is weird. There's like, it's like there are a whole bunch of different places you could go to and they're constantly competing. I mean, there's more places for me to get electric from than there is for me to get fucking internet from. And so I was sick with the bird flu when I set this shit up. And I just was like, whoever fucking connects me for the least fucking problem, please, you know? So it was the first place. So I really haven't shopped around, but then you kind of get into a contract with them. You have that time from the time you turn it on and whatever, but you can shop around and these electric companies are like dogs at vultures. They come to my door and they're like, don't care how busy you are. They're like, I can lower your electric bill. I swear to God, you know? And I'm like, Jesus. Anyways. So we go and take the kids up to go and drop them off. And we're all praying that it's only going to actually be this hour. Like, come on, you know, like whatever. So then we went on a little errand run.
Really?
We went on a little errand run, but we figured what the hell, we'll just drive by the bay because it's so fucking hot, right? And we have no air conditioning. I mean, it was insane. So we turned around and we're like, all right, we'll go drive by the bay. For the first time since I think I've been here, there was no movement of wind off the bay. I was like, what is happening? What the hell? How? I've never even been on the waterfront and not had some breeze. I mean, the trees at least like wiggle their leaves, but nothing. Dead stillness. I mean, to the point I put the air conditioning. I don't care. I put the air conditioning on in Daisy, even though her fucking roof wasn't on. I mean, blow on my feet. I don't fucking care. Like, it was hot, chat. It was insane. So anyways,
yeah,
we just couldn't believe it. We just couldn't believe it. So then I told him, I told IG, because it's IG, and we're just jamming though. We're just like, this is life. Nobody's stressing. Nobody's freaking out. We're just like, so if we don't have electricity, what are we going to do? Well, I'll tell you one thing we're going to do. We're going to repeatedly flip on a light switch while we're in the house and think that we're going to get some sort of fucking reaction from it. Because it
or go check the air conditioning unit because it just seems a little too hot in our house. Without realizing exactly, what you need to have air conditioning on.
So we absolutely, I turned around, I'm like, oh, I'm peeing in the dark. I guess that's going to be a thing that happens right now. But I can't tell you how many times I tried not to. So anyways, we're praying that this hour is going to be the allotted time that since I paid it, they said it could be 1 hour from the time you pay till tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. And I'm like, oof, this might be some bad news for us. So I'm like, well, all right. So IG starts fixing the fishing rods. and wow, Logan, at least I sit to pee in the dark. Yeah, it's easier to fall in the toilet. Bruh. Anyways, so we take this drive. We're both commenting on the fact that, there's like no air on the bay, nothing. So also we decided that, we're like, both IG and I have been really busy just getting life organized and getting life together and whatever. So then I go to just double check. After an hour of no electricity, I go to check and come to find out that I've lived here for 6 months and they don't have the right apartment unit associated with my account. And they're planning to jumpstart me from some fucking switch across America or something. I'm not real sure. No, I'm just kidding. Not that far, chat. But I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, this might be a hiccup in us getting our power restored, because the only reason why I would take it till tomorrow night is if something didn't work remotely. So anyways, still, no stress overall. The only things that were annoying were the children and the way they were kind of panicking. I mean, God, you would have acted like they need fucking video games like, IVs or something. Like nobody knew what to do. They were just brain dead. They were just stalled. They were just like, bro, legging out hard, okay? Which is just, so I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. So I send half the kids up to go do laundry and IG and I go and run this errand and realize that there's no real breeze on the bay, which kind of defeats our purpose of doing that to get, chill. So I'm like, well, hey, we still got to have a tank of gas and Daisy, like we still got to have a tank. Like if we just have to, we'll just, take random drives to cool off and whatever, because the house is already at this point getting really sticky and it's just gross. And it's only been 2 hours now. We're up to about 2 hour mark. Once I find out it's not coming on, I bring a load. I swap with the kids because they had enough to do another load. So I just brought them up another load of laundry and took the clean load from them and brought it home.
Yeah.
But we leave them up there, and whatever. And we're just kind of sitting here. And so both IG and I are like, well, all right. The kids are going to grab the dogs. We'll grab the rods. The kids can walk down to the bay with 2 of the dogs. And then I'll take the Jeep and drive whatever else needs to go down. We'll go spend the day by the bay fishing. And we're like, just chill. It's just chill. Electricity's been shut off. We have no money. We're broke. Basically. Not broke. I got to pay the electricity today and we got to go have lunch. So, it works out. But the point is like, we don't have a lot of money to just throw around on anything. So we're like, all right, nope, it's fine. Well, we're going to live without electricity for 2 days. That's just the way it's going to look right now. That's the way it's going to go. And accepting that, hey, it could be worse. We're just proud of ourselves that we made rent. But it was the most chill. Like, I can't even tell you, like, with all the stresses and the people I've allowed into my life and, like, how badly they've affected me, like, it's been incredible because it felt so much just like that. Like, it started to feel like Alabama for us. Oh, my God. We had catastrophe after catastrophe after catastrophe in Alabama and 0 friends. Kind of like now, but we did good. And very little stress. And it always seemed to work out because that was faith. And it did work out today. I probably could have handled it a little bit more responsibly on my human side. I'm not going to lie, chat. My anxiety is a little bit extra high because I'm like, people just can't leave me alone. I know I'm awesome. I know you can't get enough from me. I'm like one of the best people on the face of the planet. So you just have to fucking keep watching and you can't help yourself. So it's okay. I love the watch time. Every moment you watch, it helps me. Whether you dislike my content, doesn't affect anything. Even on YouTube, go ahead and give me all the thumbs down because it's just interaction. It doesn't hurt my channel. You're helping it. So namaste and thank you. Anyways, so IG and I are like, while we're sitting there, he's getting the rods ready. I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. I'm so hot. I've tried to go to the bathroom. There's no light. I mean, it's just like we're just like, well, okay, whatever. I also burnt my ass on the fucking Jeep pillow because it's got a cooling gel in it, and I decided to park outside because we were going to be going in. So I literally fucking sit down on the fucking driver's side, and it's got this gel insert that has just now been baked in the hottest degrees I've ever fucking seen down here without a breeze. Hey, actually, I've got a weather alert. Let me see what this shit says.
Oh yeah, check that. It's probably gonna say something like high UV rays, high temperatures, and you're gonna die if you don't have an air conditioning. Oh, thank God we got ours back on.
Actually, we're going to get to this point in the story, but this is going to be might be crazy when I get there. So we go and get the kids, and we realize, because we can't even get the kids' clothes together, and then we realize that things are messy. because now both IG and I we aren't trying to work, we aren't trying to get lives taken care of. All of a sudden, we both keenly become aware of how messy the house is, and the two people that play video games just need to do fucking more. So we're like... So, I mean, don't get me wrong, Logan's taking some serious classes. But anyways, so we turn around and we're like, you know what we're going to do? Because we don't want to deal with them, because we're perfectly fine with everything that's going on. We're like, we're not going to have fucking electric. We'll be fine. Worst case scenario, I mean, we're 2 days without electricity. It's not going to necessarily be fun, but we're not going to die. We're so proud we paid rent. We've got half a tank of gas. We've got the beach. There's nothing bad about this, all right? I'm cool. We're chill. We're not even stressing. And I knew I would be able to pay today, but it was going to take all this extra work to be able to pay the bill today. I was really hoping it would just let me wait until I get my fucking, my paycheck on Friday, but, no. So.
Yeah, we were really hoping, but as we should have guessed, our luck does not permit us to wait 2 days to pay our electric bill.
Yep. So I did opt in. They're going to give me text and emails now, so that's great. But in the midst of all of this, I find out that they're associated with the wrong fucking apartment unit. They're saying that our apartment unit is a different one than it is. And I'm like, this could be a problem.
Which is odd, since they seem to have such a good job of it, shutting us off.
Well, it had never been shut off since we've been here. We pay the bill every month, and I keep track of it. So we know what we've been paying and everything. So how the fuck is it that... And she's like, actually, our mailing address is correct for you, but our service address is incorrect for you. I'm like, how does that fucking work? She goes, because the service address has been entered in this way, but your account number is tied to the proper unit. Wow.
That's an interesting way, I guess, to have things operate.
If you hit the keys, if you were to look at the way they messed it up, all it would take is one finger displacement. They had their fingers moved one key to the left instead of
right.
Yeah, or whatever.
Left.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's all it was. Because if you were to move your fingers just like that on a keyboard to type in the numbers, if you were hit them in the wrong way, that's the numbers it made. So, anyways. So I was like, well, I just want to make sure this isn't going to prohibit me from getting turned on, because it's a little warm outside and whatever, oh, wow, that came out wrong. That's going to be a clip that could be fucking made from hell. That's all right. Anyways, you missed it. So I talked to the nicest lady ever, and I'm just like, yeah, that's kind of a shit. I said, I probably could have been a little bit more proactive and less reactive. And I just kind of was actually hoping, because I've been kind of there's just been a lot going on in life, whatever. So though, anyways, IG and I come up with a genius plan, because we've gotten everything worked out. We've got a little bit extra money. Time to go to lunch. Mm-hmm. So we do what anybody would do on a hot day in Texas. We went and had lunch at Whataburger, where they have a whole Hulu Hank Hill. If you didn't know this, chat, Hank Hill's favorite Whataburger is a number 2 Whataburger with cheese. All right. Apparently, they have a whole fucking poster up and shit. It was the cutest little thing. And we had such a good, nice little lunch together. And then we went to the grocery store. We got the kids some food. And we completely forgot to get 5 things there that we were supposed to get. But it's okay, because then we went and picked up the ingredients to make margaritas. And now we're back home where there's air conditioning.
Let's talk about that lady, though.
Oh, man. She was so she was an angry one, chat. She was like... Because I took my mixology certificate, and so I get it now. I get it. From now on, we just do the sour mix of margarita, and I make my own strawberry flavoring for it. That's just going to be the way it goes. Because, my horoscope did say I was going to meet a Darth Vader today. Remember?
Oh, God.
Yeah. But anyways, no, she was like, no, she was just like, I was such an inconvenience to her life, and any question I had was stupid. And, you know, like, not one of those people that I see and I'm like, oh, you're having a bad day, I want to try to help cheer you up. But one of those people I say, wow, go ahead and be miserable, because I fucking know your kind now. I've learned about them all too well, and I'm just don't give a fuck. You'll serve me because that's your job right now, bitch. I'm just saying, like, you don't need to be rude, okay? You work on that side of the counter.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
So, and I was asking questions about tequila, and she was acting like I fucking didn't have a right to not know shit in my life. I mean, I know there's Google, but I couldn't read the bottle because it was behind the counter and half covered by the corner of the fucking shelf it was on. So I could only see half the label anyway, you know? And she's just like, yeah, because I was like, is that 100% agave tequila? And she's like, no, but it's mostly. And I'm like, do you even know how tequila is made? Like, I want one that's 100% agave because I don't want to have a hangover. Okay, because this is what I learned in my mixology course. If you get 100% agave tequila, even no matter what kind, but there is the corn that they add to things like Jose Cuervo and whatever is what actually gives you that really nasty fucking hangover and fucking like when you feel nasty after drinking tequila, that's actually where it comes from. But good tequilas will not affect, they're just going to be a lot smoother in a lot of ways, and also they're not going to affect you that way. But I'll tell you, this shit was strong. I'm only having one of these. Hoo-wee. Yeah. I mean, and I got the tiniest bottle known to mankind, and I think it wouldn't have been 2 shots of tequila. It would have been a splash. That shit was fucking for real. And I don't even know what it's called. It's a horseshoe of some kind. Never tried it before, but it is 100% agave, even though she tried to tell me it wasn't.
And then like, so we tasted it, and it was like super like freaking... Honestly, for like
smooth.
Hard liquors, it was smooth. It went down pretty easy. I won't lie.
It
on
punched
the way
you.
down, like it started. It like hits you in the chest though. Like you, I don't know. Like if you drink a hard liquor and you go, oh, that burns in my mouth, and then you swallow it and you're like, oh, it burns even more down my like throat and whatnot. But with whatever this is, it's like in your mouth, you can't tell.
Yeah.
Until you swallow, and then it starts to hit you down there. But then Brandon took it and he was like, I don't know what you guys talk about. Like,
yeah, we gave him a sip, just a little sip.
Like,
yeah, and we're like, yeah, he always flexes like that.
His eyes twitching and he's like having like a fucking reaction, and he's just like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
By the way, just so we're clear, chat, I am the legal guardian. He is 20 years old. In Texas, it is legal for me to give him that drink as long as he is in my presence and I don't leave him alone in the room without it. I got my TABC too. So when I got my mixology certificate, I also got my Texas tobacco and alcohol certifications. So 100% certified in that. I don't break the law, just to be clear. But yeah, we let him have a sip and he was like, it's perfect. It's perfect. I don't know what you're talking about, but he was literally twitching. He was like, he almost coughed. Like, and then he's like, I don't know, you know, but really, I think he does that sometimes when he likes something. And we weren't saying we disliked it. We were just saying, oh shit, that's some shit, you know? Like, wow, you know, like, we were just recognizing the power of the liquor, you know? So anyways, but yeah, no, on our way home from doing all this little outing, like we changed our mind 1,000 times about what we were going to do and then didn't buy. I wanted to get some things because I'm like, okay, because when I talked to the electric lady, she's like, you know, your electric bill's a little high. Considering it was $400 or so, and it's usually $159. I was like,
no, she said, need it.
No, what she was pointing out is that whoever lived here last year, because we've only been here 6 months, it was only $159 for them.
Oh shit!
So now that's why I was like,
second.
That's why I was like, they're letting all that fucking sun in. It's literally baking the fucking warm floor and heating up the house. And heaven forbid we need to turn on a damn oven.
Yeah. Also, I did. The last person who lived here was like an older individual. Just you know, they just had their TV and fucking their bedroom and whatnot. And meanwhile, us. Yeah, we're running 2 500-watt PCs, basically 20
per room, mind you. You've got 2 heaters almost in every room except for Brandon's got one in his space. But you got sun
coming through the freaking the living room, and then 2 rooms getting fucking pumped full of fucking PC heat. Yeah, I bet your electricity bill is probably higher than the last person. Not every person has their house running to fucking like someone would walk into our house and wonder if we're crypto mining or some bullshit.
Oh shit.
We're down in the mines getting that coal.
Oh my god, that's great. Yeah, so then though on our way home, we're like coming home and all of a sudden the breeze off the bay.
After the electricity gets turned on, after our AC turns on, you'll never guess what decided to show up at the bay. That hot air that we were complaining about earlier, yeah, gone. Back to our normal schedule.
It wasn't even. It wasn't even our normal because normally there's a breeze and just a breeze is good enough. But you could literally feel the undercurrent of chill. No. There was like a chill. It was like somebody turned on the air conditioner over the fucking ocean.
I bet you going in the ocean right now would feel so cold. Like because like for the fact that undercurrent have to be so cold, that means the water's fucking cold. Bro. Yeah.
Like, wait. I clicked on this warning. Warning about that. I got this weird message.
Yeah, what's the warning?
Rain in 3.5 hours.
Okay. You know what? I'm about to uninstall Life. Okay. Sure. Yeah. You go. You know what? All right.
Wait, let's see what happens. I want to see what this. Where is this? Oh shit. Oh, guess what?
I don't want to know what.
So guess what? It's starting. Oh, I see it. I see it forming right there. Oh my God. You wouldn't believe this if you saw this. It's going to go right around us. It's going to be south of us. It's going to be southwest of us. And it's going to be northeast of us. And it's probably even going to hit the northwest of us, but it does not look like it's going to touch us. I'm not even lying. So hey, on this note, so as you know, part of my recovery and everything that I'm doing has been that I just fucking up and moved my family to the beach like a fucking psycho and shit, because I was one. Everybody wants to call me one. It's fine, I'll accept that. Psycho female blowing up the phone line was guilty. All right, let's go to see what I fucking saved here, because I had put this, where is it? It's in a thing. I am going to prep you. You ready to have a practice run? Because I got something to tell you that'll make you spark your interest for your future life. Are you ready? Are you ready, IG?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, the computer's not. Oh, God. Did crypto unplug the fucking drive again?
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir. I believe so, sir. Oh, it might be worse than that this time. Okay, there it goes. Jeebus. Doodly doo. Let me go. Oh, it might be in here. Open. I need this to not be.
Next thing we hear is a.
No, it's right here. Got it. All right. So I pulled an article. And I'm going to read this and share it with everybody. And then there's another one some notes I took on a different one for yours. But listen to this. Living on the Texas coast provides a unique experience that comes with its own set of adjustments and lessons learned. Here's a glimpse at what you might discover. Weather and climate. Heat and humidity. Be prepared for hot, humid summers, according to WeatherSpark. The muggier period of the year lasts about 7 months from... Wait, the muggier period of the year lasts for 7 months from March to November? Mild winters, well, winters are short and cool, they are windy.
Yeah, okay, I want to talk about that real quick. So, like, when it says muggy and humid, a lot of people associate that with just, like, it being really unbearable. Like, we lived in Minnesota, and I know humid and muggy, okay? I know that feeling. On the coast, that shit doesn't really affect you the same way because it's getting blown. So, like, even though it's still...
It's getting what now?
It's... Okay, the wind is blowing you. You know what? I have nothing to say on this topic. Being muggy here isn't as bad as being muggy in Minnesota. That's the point I was trying to make.
Because the wind alludes you to believe that it's not.
Something else.
Hurricane season. Hurricane season. June to November is hurricane season. Now, keep in mind, chat, we've only been on the coast for 6 months. We still got lots of learning to do. Okay? But hurricane season, June to November is hurricane season. So be prepared and vigilant during this period is essential. We better say a lot of prayers, bruh. I can't even be prepared for my electric bill. Can we build a storm shelter that can become that underwater place from Raft? Because I don't think I can afford it. My Jeep doesn't even fit us all to evacuate. You guys are gonna have to
GGs, I'll get left behind.
No, I think your kids should drive it out of here. That's what I think. Okay. Blah blah blah. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get to something.
I'm gonna die.
You'll learn about evacuation plans. You want to know what I learned, chat? Here's what I learned. To try to learn about this hurricane season as it started, there's a bunch of fear-mongering tactics that I never know if I should be concerned or not, and it kept me on edge to the point where I immediately, oh my god, I forgot they were that. That's such a okay. But listen, no, fucking what was I going to say now? You totally got me go, Riley.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's more like this. Oh, you're going to fucking die if you don't buy our product.
Because it's hurricane season.
The hurricane season is coming up. And
everybody's going to die.
Everyone's going to die. So buy our generator so you don't die. It definitely will save you from being blown 20,000 feet in the air.
For real, though. So anyways, when I start this hurricane season, I'm like trying to keep an eye on it and watch it. And all I know is like they're so far like, I mean, I would have been, I was like, oh God, is this something we have to worry about? And nope, just a theory. It's just a weather theory. Or is this something we have to worry? Oh, nope, just a theory. And then the closest thing we get, what was that? Well, actually, because this is what actually caused it. We got that little bit, but I don't think we got so much. But when that day that I went in the Jeep and I went up to Dollar General and we drove back in the rain and it rained for like maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That was Hurricane Barry, and that is what ultimately caused the Kerrville flooding.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
like that water.
That's what I've noticed from hurricanes, like they flood. That's like what I noticed is the biggest struggle.
Well, yeah, it is that. It is the flooding, but we actually didn't get hit with very much water. Yeah, that's just because of the way that it hit inland and what it was carrying is what and this is just one of the things I read, but they changed their mind 1,000 different times. I got sick of it because they constantly are like, be afraid, be very afraid. Okay, so since that though, we have had nothing but rain or nothing but sunshine and blue skies and occasionally a slightly gray day. They give it about 4 hours and the sun will burn it off. Like it is always gorgeous, always nice. It is usually 87 to 89 with a fucking damn good breeze, which is next on the list. Wind patterns. Strong southeasterly winds are frequent, especially during spring and midsummer, while northeasterly winds are associated with cold fronts in October through March. So, okay, on the real on this, fucking, we came down in February with the bird flu and we couldn't even step outside. That shit is fucking freezing. It was freezing. Remember Portland?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, there's... oh, my God.
We had to warm up the van.
There was nothing worse. Oh, and we had the bird flu, by the way.
Yep,
so bird flu and Portland's winter, oh my God. It was so bad. Because our temperatures were already irregulated from the bird flu, but mind you.
Sorry.
And then like, it was cold. So like, we'd walk outside, we'd get cold, we'd come in and couldn't warm up for like the next 30 hours, even though our fucking heads were like burning freaking on fire because of
that was bad flu. The guy was like, "You need 2 weeks off," because my oxygen level actually depleted so bad. Chat, my oxygen level depleted so bad that I ended up in the emergency room. But the fucker was like, "Oh, you know, you're a smoker," and I was like, "Unfortunately, yes." And he's like, "Well, you need to learn a lesson." Basically, didn't give me oxygen and told me I had the flu and I just needed to go home and drink fluids the next morning because my whole record states about my chronic bronchitis, everything. I called back the doctor's office and it was emergency room. So now new doctor's on. Takes one look at my records, fucking issues me every single drug that has ever been in my fucking records and says, "Honey, you might need to go in and actually get some oxygen. Your oxygen level was so incredibly depleted and he didn't give you any that you might need to stop in and just so your body can start start doing it again because I've been trying to move us to Corpus with this fucking bird flu. And so I was driving all by myself, back and forth, back and forth. I had just dropped off Brandon down here by himself with the animals. And I was going back up when I ended up in the emergency room. That was fun. So he got stuck down here all by himself for a night. He had the time of his life. He was a really good boy. We found out that he was in a super fucking like questionable hotels, so we didn't want to stay there anyway. So we found a new one, picked him up. I didn't take 2 weeks. I took 24 hours. Within 36 hours, I finally got it because I couldn't help it. I was like, I mean, it was so bad. And we all got it. It was so bad. Except for Brandon. Brandon didn't have it the worst. He got a little bit. He has had a flu shot. The rest of us had never had a flu shot. I will be fucking thinking myself through this season because fuck that shit. If a flu shot really will, I'm not sure. If the flu shot's gonna kill me, I'll take it because otherwise that flu almost did. That was horrible. And New Braunfels had just broken out with like a whole thing about it. And of course, my ex-husband, he fucking literally delivers and drives and works in New Braunfels. So, like, you know, on occasion, like he goes through there frequently. He's all over. He's an OTR, but he goes through there frequently. So he like, you know, obviously brought in something that was going to kill us. Anyways, it's either that or we did it when we went to the rodeo. Because we had done that too. So
yeah, I think that rodeo was that pigeon that I ate. That's who did. I know. Imagine just like dropping that in the stream and fucking like.
Well, I did have a turkey leg. I did have a turkey leg. Bird. Anyways. Okay, so now it says coastal habitats. This is environmental and wildlife. You'll become familiar with marshes, bays, jetties. We still haven't even gone to the jetty yet, bro. We need to go there. That's where we have not gone to the jetty. And you know what's at the jetty? Everything. We just go to where we like to swim and see the families. But the crabs and the sea turtles, and there's even Eddie at the jetty. He's that.
Eddie looks a little. Eddie looks.
You know who he? Well. Eddie's kind of old from what I understand. He's been around for a long time. He's a human bird now. He's a human's bird now. But But did you see that picture? It's gonna be
really sad when Eddie just doesn't show up again.
Oh, we'll know. Everybody will know. There'll probably be a funeral. But did you see that crab that Padre Madre found with the blue eyes? Did you see that one I sent you?
I think I did see that one, yeah.
Crazy. I was like, are you like a sea creature whisperer? She's like, I like to think so. Fucking awesome. So I didn't know there's marshes around here either, but I would say that that's what that water looks like down there right now too.
That's probably what that is. I fell in that once. Don't do that. It's awful.
So this really interested me though. Environmental concerns. Living near the coast raises awareness like pollution, overfishing, habitat destruction, and impact of rising sea levels. I have not, by the way, when we go down to the beach right now, we can't turn on the headlights. I almost forgot to tell you. I didn't know this. During sea turtle nesting season, that's why they really want the beach to stay dark. Shut off your headlights. So me pulling up and letting the kids go swimming with the lights on the other night, bad news. Not happening again. It's horrible for baby sea turtles.
Oh, that makes sense.
It disorientates them if they're being born.
Yeah. No more doing that. We want to have.
Yeah. So I didn't know that.
Have a good.
I didn't know that we could actually find real hermit crabs. That's pretty fucking crazy. That was crazy that day. I didn't know that the seagulls are seagulls, but they call them royal terns. There are man o' war that can sting you for fucking how many? 2 days after they wash up on the shore? I think so. I haven't seen them forever.
It's like a burn more than a.
Yep.
Like they call it a sting, but it's based on the sounds of it. It's like a burn.
Yep. And most recently up in Port A, they've been having a surge of people getting stung by stingrays in the beach areas. And apparently that is just a really crazy fucking thing. And they usually get your heel. And I mean, you're probably not going to die, but some people report it being the worst pain in the world. You're supposed to get a warm hot water, like immediately. It's hot water for stingrays and it's vinegar for jellyfish. So if you get stung by, there's like all this shit. Oh, by the way, let's talk beach flakes. Beach flakes. What are the beach flakes? Beach flakes fucking matter, and we had a drowning in the beginning of the summer down here. Yep. And so, but we have like green is like nothing means water safety, but green means there's low surf, and you're gonna the water's calmer and there's no sign of marine life and whatever, but it go all the way up to purple, which purple is presence, and they'll do more than one if they need to. Like it might be yellow and purple one day, which means that the water's pretty calm and still okay, but then red is like, you're gonna get those waves that everybody loves. Those are the red ones. Like, and so now you have to worry about rip currents and you have to learn where they're at and you have to know what to do if it happens. It's so crazy what we've gotten to learn since we come down here. Like, it's just fucking so much fun and amazing. But Daisy's been broken down during the prime of the beginning of fucking sea turtle season. So I have a feeling that our real experiences with that will probably be coming next year, because on the real, we don't want to go out at summer, which is funny because that comes down somewhere. Let me see. Okay, we'll just keep going down the line. It says, okay, next thing, this is all just things you can expect living on the beach here on the coast of Texas. So beach erosion. You might witness the natural process of beach erosion and learn efforts to address it through projects like beach. I'm guessing that's what my mom was doing up in Minnesota on Daggett Bay. You know, that shore erosion. But I don't see any of that. We are way more about, I have had a whole new eye opening of taking care of trash, making sure plastic doesn't go places. Like, I'm probably, as soon as the summer's over, because I should do it during the summer, but I really don't like the beach with all these people as much. I just don't. But afterwards,
it ruins the serenity of the beach, in my opinion. Like it's cool to have.
It's more like going to a party or a bar. Honestly, it's like if you and that's not why we go to the beach. If I want to do that, I'm going to the bar. You know, like I'm gonna,
go to the bar or go to the pub and you go somewhere where like I feel like that's more acceptable. But the beach is like.
Or chill. Yeah. We like to chill there. But I definitely am going to spend more time investing myself in taking my morning walks because they give you free trash bags and picking up garbage along the beach, because plastic is a really bad problem, you guys. Like, I have never become so hyper focused on my use of plastics and where things are going, what I'm doing with plastic bags. It's fucking insane, because it's one of the worst things that really, and I love the beach. It's something I love. So this is things that, like I said, I used to cut the fucking 6-packs of soda because I read somewhere, or some commercial back in 1997 told me that little turtles were dying in the fucking sea because they were choking on our fucking 6-packs. And so all my life, the rest of my life, here's what they told me I could do, and I just did it. It was the only thing I could do. I mean, but other than that, it's something that's kind of out of sight, out of mind. Like, I am way more in tune with what is happening with my trash and what I'm using and the kinds of products, everything. Especially in the Jeep, there's often I'm just don't even give me a bag. Because, I mean, honestly, it's just more likely to blow out of the Jeep or fucking, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And I mean, the Jeep's not that big. It's like a grocery cart. I could just empty the grocery cart straight into the Jeep practically. I mean, it's just like that. I mean, she's my Tonka truck. So, I mean, she's just a grocery cart on wheels. Bruh. I still remember the day we went to Rudy's and your dad was like, we can't even fit dinner for the family in the back of this thing. So funny. Anyways, so lifestyle and culture says relaxed atmosphere. Many enjoyed the laid-back pace and tranquility associated with coastal living. Bruh. This is where it's all at. Coolest, happiest, chillest people, except for these few weeks in the summer. These few weeks in the summer, things go a little bit crazy. Nobody's running on island time. They're running on get the fuck out of my time way so I can have some fucking fun in life because I have to time. It's really fucking crazy. Friendly locals. Texans are known for their friendliness and willingness to share advice or strike up conversations. No fucking shit. People talk to me all the time.
I know, all the time.
All the time. It's crazy. I think it's part of that. We're really close. We're not on the island, but we're completely surrounded by water. And there's only about 2,000 people in our little district area, you know? And so I sometimes wonder, are we all just lonely and we just make friends? I mean, I've gotten to the point where the people who have managed to stay at Dollar General, we're just chill now. We just know each other. Lee always tells me, he's like, I'll come in and be like, how are you doing today? They live in the dream. He always says to me, fucking, it's crazy. And they say this thing when we go into gas stations down here, they're like, welcome in. And I'm like, what's happening? It's this way of doing things to be friendly down here. It's crazy. It's crazy different that way.
And if you're not friendly, you're not welcome. Get out.
Get ready here.
Respect worker.
You'll likely develop an appreciation for fresh seafood. I am so excited for crab. I am like, let's go with that shit. And I might even eat lobster this year. Not even lying. Okay, but you're not. I'm not talking these oysters. No oysters. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, no oysters. Fish is not our thing though. Fish is seafood. Like
shrimp,
crab and lobster are
shrimp,
different.
crab, lobster. Shrimp, crab, lobster.
Are those aren't seafood, are they?
Yes,
I guess
they are.
Food because they're shellfish.
But shellfish, no, they're seafood.
Are they?
They're considered seafood.
Okay, they're considered seafood.
Yes, they are shellfish, but they're
the only seafood we're willing to go that deep into is shellfish.
Now you make me want to actually look up seafood and wonder if seafood has to be a shellfish. Because I'm not sure.
Tuna is not a shellfish, so tuna.
But it's not a seafood; it's a fish. Albacore tuna, isn't that just considered fish?
Hold on.
Yeah, now we gotta know. Look, see, this is what we gotta do, chat. We're learning, we're living, we're learning and doing in all kinds of sorts of ways. I gotta freaking my bifocals off and clean them for a minute.
Seafood. Yes, tuna is considered a seafood.
What is considered seafood? Just ask it that. I want to know. Now I want to define seafood for me. AI.
All edible aquatic life, primarily from marine environments, but it can also include freshwater species in some contexts. Okay, so yes, shellfish
are just part of it. So I'm guessing the shellfish you can catch in freshwater are considered seafood.
Yeah,
This sounds like a new science I didn't know. I guess we'll likely develop
in the water. It's seafood.
It says you'll likely develop an appreciation for fresh seafood, a staple of the coastal diet. Okay, and then so now here's the next one. Get ready. You're gonna be so shocked, ID. Are you ready? Yep. Tourism. Coastal areas like Corpus Christi attract many tourists, especially during summer months. Wait, stop. Listen. Leading to potentially crowded beaches and restaurants and increased traffic.
We know already. It's so bad. I hate them. I hate tourism. They needed tourism themselves right the fuck back from where they came from, bro. During summer, you can play a license plate game down here. We've seen Illinois, New Mexico, freaking Minnesota. We've seen so many different license plates down here during the summer months. I bet you by the time September rolls around, it's gonna literally be Texas freaking license plates all around.
And never busy. Never. Bro, I swear to you, watch. Because even now, like, I can't believe how much it's picked up in just because we got down here in February, but we didn't discover the beach until what? April? March? We went to, it was March because we went for spring break. And we thought that was crazy, but that was nothing like 4th of July. Spring break was not even that bad. It was kind of fun. I like spring break. I'd like to go to spring break again. Like spring break was a happy number of being able to find your spot and a lot of really cool people because there's just like the hardcore parties going on. It's a different fucking environment than 4th of July. 4th of July was packed with a whole different audience, bro. And it was not my jam. And so then we took a couple weeks off because also we found out that, we have to take Daisy because my mechanic tells me that, because even though I'm not driving Daisy through saltwater, that it's just the way it's blowing up, obviously, after he says it makes perfect sense. But so there's a saltwater rinse right off the beach that we need to go, but it's $2 every time, which now took our free beach, going to $2 and plus the gas, and Daisy's a guzzler. So we're not quite going as much as we used to because I used to go like damn near every day. I found a way to go there. But I was also running from my problems and now I'm learning to fix them. So that's fine. I was just ignoring life and living on the beach. It was great, but now it's time to do life again. So we are, and like bosses, as we were saying. So, okay. So after this, challenges are natural disasters, rising sea levels, higher costs, which is not ours. I really did my research well on this. Like we hit the tropical paradise lottery where you can fucking find a way to move here and fucking survive it. And hey, yeah, my electric bill was a little bit of a whoopsie right now, but good. Look, we're back. We're live. We're good. I mean, it's not leaving me in a position where I'm going to have a lot of money always left over, but I'm living it. It's working. We got it. I got $5 bill here on my desk. I'm fucking rich, chat. Rich. All right?
Rich.
Absolutely rich. Overall, moving to coastal Texas is an immersive experience that offers vibrant lifestyle, connection to nature, and the opportunity to embrace the unique challenges and rewards of living by the sea. The end. I love our choices in life. We're awesome. God.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's rough. It's rough. I mean, you know, it's not without challenges, chat. This has been the hardest fucking things we've done in our life, honestly. All of us.
Yeah, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it.
Yep, but it's been, we're leveling up. We leveled up. It's good. I might have to take one more drive in Daisy because if I don't get some sour for this fucking margarita, I'm not going to want another one because I'm going to be snot like that. Like it's tequila daiquiri, just like I thought it would be, but I can fix it. And I think I can fix it by going to Dollar General. So we'll fix our margaritas and have us a good day. I'm going to go play some Save the World with Logan and have a blast. So chat, we'll get back onto the science and everything, but you know what? Sometimes it's just nice to see the fruits of my efforts, you know? Like, I just got to say, like, I mean, we handled something today in a manner that I used to be able to about 10 years ago. I mean, well, not even just that. About 3 years ago, I still would handle things this way, you know? But then when life blew up, everything became harder. When you have trauma and you're working through PTSD and you have somebody in your life or multiple people in your life that are not quite aware about emotional intelligence and mental health, it can really be a different kind of thing. You start to realize that you're losing yourself, you know? So I've taken all the measures. I've done all the work. I did, you know, ask for the help. I did it. I did it. It was work. It was fucking work. And some people don't like the way that it's gone and tough shit for them. Not my problem. This is where I'm at. And I'm really proud of myself, for one. And I'm really proud of us. Like, IG and I have made a great team. He's been a great helper. I can't believe he's supposed to be moving out. But I know I'll be able to do it because, yeah, like we rock things like a boss. I mean, we were literally like, well, all right. No, we're just so happy because what matters more to us than anything is making sure we have a roof over our head. And we met that. We have never defaulted on that we have a great standing. It has helped to credit. We are good. Hey, you know, I did my best. I did everything I could. Electricity, wake up. It's hot shit, you know? But in the end, it works out. Like, I mean, we made it. We made it. And we did get lucky. We did get lucky because it could have really been in tomorrow night. But even if it was going to be tomorrow night, we were not stressing. We were not stressing.
It could have been a lot worse than what it was. And we're just happy that it turned out the way. And now it got.
But even in the moment,
we're going to have a.
Yeah. But even in the moment, we weren't like, you know, we weren't over worried about anything or overly stressed about anything. And we knew this was a possibility. We discussed things that we're going to do. We just like, it was like no super, the world is ending, frustration. Oh my God, how am I going to fix things? We're dead. Like, even if we were going to go 2 days without fucking electricity, you were fixing the fucking fishing rods and we were getting the dogs geared up and we were going to go down to the bay and go catch like dinner that we could grill. You know, like we were like bosses, bro. We were chilling.
We didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. So anyways, chat, I figured that, I mean, what is the point of me sitting here talking all this shit and trying to teach talking all this shit. But when I'm sitting here sharing what I've gone through and how I recovered from it, what's the inspiration to want to learn about mental health and look at yourself and get well no matter who you are? It should be this right here. These are the fruits of our efforts. Like when life stops to feel so hard because you get yourself on track mentally, it's like a whole different living existence. Things don't phase you that phased you before. You have a different perspective. You're a different kind of person and it doesn't touch you the way that it used to. You know, I have my boundaries. I'm going to stick to them. You know, I can't believe I had to go and fucking like ask for records on IP addresses just in case I have to fucking, you know, file restraining orders because people don't leave me alone. But, you know, I banned first time on my channel. I'm not playing here, you know? I know they don't like what I'm saying. And sue the flying monkeys, okay? I don't care. This is not what they think it is, and I don't owe anybody an explanation. I'm not going to explain myself why I'm doing this one more time. But to demonstrate how, first of all, to demonstrate what I have been able to learn about healing from complex PTSD, complex trauma, and emotional abuse, because that is undeniable. Why would I be where I'm at right now, where I am telling you that I don't have any stress about my electricity getting shut off, when that would probably be a really fucking panicky deal for most people. So you should understand when I'm saying that I'm just like YOLO, I'm gonna live with my life, like exactly what level of peace I'm at. And if I know how I got there, why the fuck would I not share my experiences with others and explain to them why they're feeling in certain levels of chaos like they are? Because doesn't everybody just deserve a happiness in life? And I didn't think I'd get back to this, and I'm not gonna shut my mouth and keep what I've learned to myself when there are so many people that can benefit from it. It's not about vengeance, not about anger. I don't give a fuck. All I care about is doing what I've always done and wanting to help other people. And I'm sorry that there's people out there right now that don't seem to agree with my fucking opinions. But who the fuck am I? They're just my opinions. Don't take it so personally. And if you are, that's on you. Fix it then. Whatever you think you're freaking out about, you shouldn't care that much. Okay? I'm sorry for you that you seem to think that everything is such a threat on you, man. There's a happier way of life. And I'm going to take the stuff I'm sharing would help you too, but you don't want to listen to it. So that's your problem. That's your prerogative, but don't stick around. You know, we're doing life. And I'm going to continue to do it, and I love it. And I think I'm going to take another drive by the bay because that shit made me want to go to the beach. Because when we drove back by there the second time, I was like, are you kidding me? Where was this at fucking 9 o'clock or whatever time? It wasn't even. It was like fucking noon. It was like fucking noon. But where was this at noon? Where was this at 11 a.m.? What the fuck? I didn't feel no cold, nice weather. But when we came home just now, I was like, oh my God, it feels like somebody flipped on an air conditioner. It's like you get this upper level of warm air and this undercurrent of cool air. It's like it comes in this wave. It's like not all, you have this breezy warm and then bam, you just get hit with this like burst of like ice air. It's so fucking beautiful. We should have gone to Snoopy's, bro. God, but I was like, it's so hot. It's not even a breeze. I'm not sitting on their pier. Damn, should have had trust and faith in the ocean, because it always does this. I couldn't believe it.
Although that Whataburger was busting. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was like one of the best. Oh, that was so good. Oh my God, I haven't had a grilled chicken in forever. It was yummy. And we got to eat with Hank Hill's poster.
Yeah.
I got a shot of Hank Hill. I got a shot of
propane and propane accessories.
Did I share that picture with you? Did I show it to you?
No.
I took a picture and I got up there and I made sure you could see. So you see, we're obviously,
yeah, you did,
yeah, obviously, obviously in Whataburger. Then friggin', it's Hank Hill, and then you can see H&B in the background. And he's like, yeah, it doesn't get any more texting than this. Yeah, we had a great afternoon. So anyways, what I was saying, Chad, is that, you know, as much as I want to share all the good information and as much as I want to like, you know, like make sure that I put that stuff out there. I mean, there's a reason why going through all that hard work is worth it, is because this is your life. Like if you can listen to me right now, you can hear it in my voice. There's no questioning my authenticity in this. I'm not over here going, my life is so perfect and I got all my shit together. Look at me, glam, glam, bam, bam. I'm like, my electricity just got shut off, but I'm happy I can afford a margarita, okay?
Yep.
Because I did my dream and I'm good and I put in work and I got healthy and I love myself. And now I've experienced a certain level of hell that is so bad that they're, you know what? It's a new measurement. So when things aren't that bad, because I'm free and I'm good, when things aren't that bad, they're not that bad. I think I could be living in a tent on the beach with nothing. And I still would be perfectly better than I was this last year. I think I'd be all right. Nobody'd know it because I wouldn't be able to charge my phone because Daisy doesn't let me. I could live in my car.
Okay, Daisy, we understand.
I could live in my car and be perfectly happy. I need like nothing. Because everything that I have worked for gives me a sense of happiness and fulfillment that is unlike anything on the face of the planet. I'm confident in myself. I know who I am. And so call me whatever you want. Let them call me toxic. Let them send the flying monkeys. Let them give me those watch hours, because right now that is the only thing that matters on YouTube. And disliking my videos is actually great for it too, because it just shows interaction. It doesn't count against me like it used to, but you know, I wouldn't expect anybody to know that. So keep it up. Thank you. Thank you for all the fan interactions. 'Cause that's what you are, a fan. Both of you. Anyways, I would be too. I'm awesome. So, anyhow, It was a great fucking day to be me, and it still is. So, hey, IG.
Yep.
When's Aimless coming out?
Aimless came out today. Wednesday.
All right, chat.
Wednesday.
Chat, I gotta go. There's something I gotta go watch on YouTube. IG326 has a new podcast called Aimless, and he lets me actually finally be the star of his videos. It's all about me, chat. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. But we have really great conversations over there, and it is really fun how I get to interact and work with my freaking oldest son because we just get into some really deep, like, it's just good stuff.
We get to talk
random
about
stuff.
some cool stuff.
Yeah, some cool stuff we're talking about over there on Aimless. Having a good time, living and loving life, even if, you know, we got to talk about some bullshit every now and then. And we'll keep talking about the bullshit because knowledge is power, y'all. And so, as I always tell you, go take a burble bath and take care of yourself, chat. And we'll see you tomorrow.